Hey guys, welcome to the first part of this week's Coffin Hero Show, taking you through all of the new graphic novels into the store this week. An absolutely mammoth delivery this week. You'll see it certainly even more so when we show off our single issue video later. But in terms of graphics as well, lots of stuff in this week. A lot of the comic companies, I think, look at this as, right, this is the last big delivery before Christmas. Let's get plenty of stuff out. So this is all stuff going on sale this Wednesday, the 18th of December. So yeah, tons to get into, so let's just jump straight in. So kick things off with Robin, Son of Batman by Patrick Gleason. So this was an awesome series. Patrick Gleason pretty much defined the style of Damian Wayne Robin, certainly after everything Morrison had done by doing Batman and Robin, the New 52, along with Peter J. Tomasi. But at this point, he was both writing and drawing. He's back from the dead with a few scores to settle. Anybody who comes in here knows Damian, for me, is my favourite Robin anyway. I'm going to stay away from terminology from now on of the best. My favourite, and that's I don't think that can be debated. But this was a really, really solid sort of 13 to 14 issue miniseries. There was a couple of crossovers with some Superman issues. Of course, you have that wonderful relationship with the Super Sons. Again, another title that Patrick Gleason was very heavily involved in. So lovely deluxe edition for this. And if you're a Damian fan, pretty essential. Another one that I'm very excited myself this week about is the Bruce Wayne murderer turned fugitive Batman omnibus. Bruce Wayne framed for murder, or has Batman finally snapped? This was an awesome run. This was just pre-Hush. It was certainly at a time where maybe comics were struggling a little bit. Companies were sort of searching around for things to make a connection to people with. And sometimes this era gets a little overlooked. But I mean, you've got Greg Rucka and Ed Brubaker working on this. I mean, come on, straight away there's the top quality creators involved. Also Chuck Dixon, Devin Grayson, and artist Scott McDaniel, Steve Leiber as well. So yeah, wonderful, wonderful series. It was one of those big crossover events. So you had like some storylines from issues from Batman, Azrael, Batgirl, Birds of Prey, Nightwing, Robin, and stories from Detective Comics. So again, it shows why the omnibus format is so good. It collates that all together into one lovely edition, all in reading order as well. So I'm really looking forward to tackling into that myself. It's been a few years since I've read it. Next up, we have Superman Kryptonite, the deluxe edition. And again, look at that creative team. Darwin Cook writing, Tim Sale on art. This was a story published initially through a title called Superman Confidential. It's issues 1 to 5, that, and also issue 11 as well. So it's basically all about how did Superman discover the one thing that can harm him. In this untold chapter from Superman's earliest days, a suave, savage crime lord makes his move on Metropolis, bringing with him a strange green meteorite from the distant reaches of space. Next up, we have Creepshow. This is the Creepshow hardcover. This, I believe, is the... we got this in before, but I think this is the direct market exclusive variant cover for this. So this contains all of Creepshow Volume 1 and all of Creepshow Volume 2 as well. So the most fun you'll have ever being scared. Features stories from the likes of Paul Dini, Garth Ennis, Becky Cloonan, Zoe Thorogood, Saladin Ahmed, and more. Next up, we have Manifest Destiny in Book 2. This collects the remainder of the story of Manifest Destiny. The first hardcover is over there on the racks as well. Really, really good stuff. It's all about, the Lewis and Clark adventures and what did they really find when they were exploring the uncharted American frontier. Great fantasy series. Some nice horror elements to it as well. Highly, highly recommended. And again, this finishes it off issues 25 to 48, along with the Skybound X short story. And then we finish off with Junkyard Joe, the hardcover as well. Again, this is part of the Ghost Machine range. This is part of the sort of Geiger all-connected universe. This was awesome. Basically about a robot GI during Vietnam War. Really, really good stuff. Beautiful artwork in this, especially Gary Frank. So this oversized format really suits it. So away from there and on to the trade paperbacks this week. So we kick things off with Star Wars The Empire Legends Volume 2. These stories take place between episodes 3 and 4, and this contains Star Wars Dark Times 6 to 17, Dark Times Blue Harvest, and Dark Times Out of the Wilderness 1 to 5. So continuing on with the Star Wars Epic Collections. We also have a Modern Era Epic Collection, which is New Avengers. This is Volume 2, titled Civil War, so I'm sure you can guess what this is set during. This contains New Avengers 11 to 25, New Avengers Guest Star and Fantastic Four, Giant Size Spider-Man, New Avengers Annual, New Avengers Illuminati, and Civil War The Confession. This covers 2005 to 2007. Civil War splits the New Avengers right down the middle. Then we move on to DC's version, of course, of the Epic Collections, which are DC Finest. So this is Catwoman Lifelines. This covers 1988 to 1994. You've got creators on this such as Mindy Newell, JJ Birch, JD Duffy, and Jim Ballant on art. And this contains loads of great Catwoman stuff. Features the complete solo starring adventures of Selina Kyle from 1988 to 94. So it has Volume 1, 1 to 4, Volume 2, 1 to 12, Catwoman Annual, Batman Catwoman Defiant, and stories from Action Comics and Showcase 93 as well. So yeah, that's the first one that we've got in that has been pre-ordered by a few different people. So I think these editions are now starting to catch fire a little bit, and they're starting to print stuff that maybe wasn't as easy to find before. Next up, we have the tie-in to Blood Hunt Marvel Universe. This contains a couple of the tie-in series to Blood Hunt. So you've got Black Panther Blood Hunt 1 to 3, Strange Adventure Blood Hunt 1 to 3, and Hulk Blood Hunt, which was a one-shot. Next up, we have a new Mighty Marvel Masterworks this week, which is Incredible Hulk, Let There Be a Battle. This contains Tales to Astonish 92 to 101, and the Incredible Hulk 102, and material from Knock Brand Ek 3 and 9. Yeah, there's that lovely issue, He Who Strikes the Silver Surfer. Great stuff. So yeah, latest one of those in this week. Another few trades for you. So first up we have Man's Best. This was a great animal-based series, Pornsec Show, and Jesse Lonergan on art. Was literally described as like Homeward Bound meets Saga, which was quite interesting. But yeah, the guy who wrote it, Pornsec Show, did an amazing job with a great title called Good Asian, we highly recommend. Loads of great testimonies in the back of this. Scott Snyder, Evan Goldberg, Joe Henderson, Christopher Campbell, and more. So this is the complete series in trade paperback. Next up we have Berserker Bloodlines. So this is continuing on to expand the world of Berserker. Of course, started off by Kenny Reeves, co-written by Matt Kindt. But you also have the likes of Jason Aaron getting involved with this one. Ron Garney continuing on art, as well as Salvador Rocca as well. So contains the two massive oversized one-shots, The Lost Book of B and A Face Full of Bullets #1. Next up, we have Chew, that's CHU. Chew, of course, was the spin-off series from the original Chew, CHEW, not confusing at all. John Layman back in writing duties here, Dan Boltwood. He always referred to this as the Better Call Saul to Chew's Breaking Bad. So this is a prequel series, but all self-contained. You don't have to read the original Chew, although you should, because it's absolutely brilliant. Next up, we have Farmhand Volume 1. So Rob Gilroy, one of the original creators of Chew, CHEW, came along and did this amazing series. It was 20 issues in total. He both writes and draws this. We've got volumes 2 to 4 over there, but we didn't have volume 1, so I wanted to make sure to get it in. Jedediah Jenkins is a simple farmer, but his cash crop isn't corn or soy. He grows fast-healing, highly customizable human organs. For years, Jed's organic transplants have brought healing to many, but deep beneath the soil of the Jenkins family farm, there is something sinister taking rot. Really good stuff. Next up, we have the Superman 100 project. So this is to benefit comic creators in need. What they do is they commission loads of different creators to do covers, and they put it all together. There was a Batman 100 project they did a few years ago. This is now the Superman 100 project. Features covers from the likes of Charlie Adlard, Alan Davis, Kevin Eastman, Dan Jurgens, Frank Miller, Frank Whiteley, and more. Yeah, some lovely looking ones I can see already from the back. Next up, we have Superman Volume 3. This has been since Joshua Williamson has taken over the series. Jamal Campbell on art for this one. This is all the tie-ins to Absolute Power. And yeah, that contains everything there, which I believe is around issues 13 to 16, thereabouts. Next up, we have Underheist. This was a Boom series. Written by Maria Lapham, art by David Lapham. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. A heist series with a supernatural horror twist from the hit Stray Bullets creative team. Exploring how seeking out atonement can lead truly desperate people to their worst places and make them do the unthinkable. Next up, we have Harley Screws Up the DCU. So this was a mini-series. Frank Thierry, I believe, wrote this. Yep. Logan Faerber on art. 6 issues in total. Basically, Harley going across a lot of big events that happened in the DC universe in the last sort of 40, 50, 60 years. You know, you can see in the back here already nods to Nightfall, nods to Crisis on Infinite Earths, for example. These ones, I'm not going to pull them all out, but we've basically got all 6 volumes back in stock of The Boys. It's almost like we've got Planet Signing coming up. Who would have thought it? But yeah, all 6 volumes were back in stock with Diamond, so all 6 volumes are back in stock with Coffee and Heroes. So yeah, the entire run of The Boys is across these 6 volumes. So as I say, great to have them back in stock. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we finish off with, we're just doing top-ups for the Walking Dead compendiums as well. So Compendium 2 back in stock. This contains issues 49 to 96 of, quite simply, one of the best comics of all time. So yeah, that is everything from us this week in terms of graphic novels into the store. We will get one more delivery before Christmas next week, which will be stuff for a couple of weeks worth of releases. So yeah, the store is absolutely bursting to the hilt. We've been working hard behind the scenes, getting more and more packs out, getting more graphic novels out, and just making sure that there's as much choice as possible for you guys, especially leading up to the gift giving season. Vouchers are of course available. You can pop in any time there for any amount, and no expiry date as well. So yeah, as ever guys, hope you enjoyed this. I hope it proved useful for you, knowing what's coming out and into the store. Hopefully I'll see you in the store throughout the next week or two, and if I don't see you before then, have a lovely Christmas. See you on the other side.